Banking Law Notes by MG Law. Now we will discuss Banking Regulation Act or Banking Companies Act, page number 40. Banking Regulation Act or Banking Companies Act. So what are these? Banking Companies Act 1949 was renamed as Banking Regulation Act 1949 in 1966. In 1966, the Banking Companies Act 1949 was renamed as Banking Regulations Act. Okay, so both these acts, they are the same act. In first it was called Banking Companies Act. Later it was renamed as Banking Regulations Act. Okay, what was the main objective of Banking Regulation Act? It was to consolidate and amend laws relating to banking companies in India. It was to consolidate means to put all the laws relating to banking companies in one place, to consolidate them in one place, and to amend to make any changes required in those laws. Okay, so this was the main objective of Banking Regulations Act. What was the need of Banking Regulation Act? The need was to check power abuse by persons controlling some banks. The persons who were controlling the banks, they were abusing their power. So to check this abuse of power, the Banking Regulation Act was passed. What was the next need? To safeguard the interest of depositors and country's economic interest. So to safeguard the interest of those persons who were depositing the money in the banks, and to safeguard the country's economic interest. Next was to provide machinery so that liquidation proceedings can be expedited and speedily terminated. What is liquidation proceeding? Liquidation means to put an end to a company and distribute its assets between the shareholders and the creditors who gave credit to that company. Okay, so this happens when the company becomes mostly bankrupt. Okay, so these were the needs of Banking Regulation Act. So let's discuss the some main provisions. Section 5 and 6 of BRA, Banking Regulation Act. It gives definition of banking and banking companies. Section 10 provides about the powers of chairman, director, and managing directors. Section 10A, Section 10B, Section 10BB, Section 10C, they provide rules regarding imposition of social control on banking companies, except SBI and Nationalized Bank, because they are already under the control of the government. The BRA also provides laws regarding how to limit the shareholders' voting right. So they cannot absolutely control the management. Okay, so to limit shareholders' voting right, to restrain their control over management. Okay, Section 10 provides the restrictions on loans and advances. Section 21 provides rules regarding RBI's powers to control advances, Reserve Bank of India's powers. Our BRA also states that the interest rate put by banks or bank companies, they cannot come under court's scrutiny. Okay, Section 22 provides about licensing for banks, how to provide bank license to banks. Section 23 provides rules about the branches, new branches which can be opened, or transfer of an existing branch from one place to another. Banking Regulation Act also provides laws regarding the maintenance of cash reserve fund and reserve fund. Okay, Section 34 provides laws regarding how much percentage of liquid assets is to be maintained in different forms. BRA also provides how to submit monthly returns and other returns to Reserve Bank of India. It provides provisions or rules regarding audit of banks, inspection of banks, suspension of banks, winding up of banking companies, and amalgamation of one company into another. Okay, banking company into another. BRA also provides the central government's power to acquire banks. It provides rules and regulations on how to prohibit employees certain activities, like when employees, the workers of the bank, go on strike or demonstration, what punishment can be given. BRA provides rules regarding penalties on banking companies which default. Okay, it the Section 35A of Banking Regulation Act provides rules regarding banking Ombudsman Scheme 1955 to redress customers' grievances against commercial banks. Like the customer, they have any complaint against the commercial banks, how to solve those problems. It's provided in section 35A. So let's have a quick revision. Banking Regulation Act or Banking Companies Act, they are the same act. Previously it was called Banking Companies Act. In 1966 it was renamed as Banking Regulation Act. Main objective was to consolidate in one place and to make any changes or amend laws regarding banking companies in India. What were the need? The need was to check power abuse by persons controlling some banks and to safeguard depositors and country's economic interest and to provide machinery for the liquidation proceedings so they can be expedited and speedily terminated. Let's discuss some main provisions. Section 5 and 6 give definition of banking and banking companies. Section 10 provides the powers of chairman, director and managing agents. Section 10 A, B, BB and C provide rules regarding imposition of social control on banks, banking companies. Uh, BRA also provides rules regarding how to limit shareholders' voting rights, so to control over restrain their control over management. Section 10 provides restrictions on loans and advances. Section 21 about RBI's power to control advances. BRA also states that the interest rates cannot be scrutinized by the courts. Section 22 provides about licensing. Section 23 about new branch opening and existing branch transfer from one place to another. BRA also provides how much cash reserve to be maintained and how much reserve fund to be maintained, the rules regarding them. Section 34 provides how much percentage of liquid assets to be maintained in different forms. It provides rules regarding the monthly returns and other returns to be submitted to RBI. They provide rules and provisions regarding audit of banks, inspection, suspension, winding up, and amalgamation. Okay, BRA also provides the central government's power to acquire. It also provides rules regarding prohibition of employ certain activities like strikes and demonstration. It provides rules regarding penalty on banking companies which default. Section 35A of Banking Regulation Act also provides rules regarding Banking Ombudsman Scheme 1955, which is to redress customers' grievances against commercial banks. So this was BCA or BRA, Banking Companies Act or Banking Regulation Act. Okay, if you are interested in the PDF of these banking notes, then you can get the link in description box or the comment box. Next topic will be Reserve Bank of India, its powers and functions.